Shalom, everyone. I'm going to call this a part 2 for my last message, learning how to balance our time alone and with God versus our time with other people. And I really like to leave candid messages because I want to help people to talk about real things that's really going on in their hearts. And I know that that's harder for some than others, but let's be real. So I was talking about how my early childhood years was a broken home, let's say before 5 or 6. And I know oftentimes in my life I've struggled between, do I want to be alone on this particular day and night or whatever, or do I want to be with others? And maybe that indecision has to do with so many things, maybe trauma from early childhood, wanting to feel comfortable, and maybe with certain people's company I don't feel comfortable. Or it's so important for someone who came out of a traumatic early childhood to find peace in themselves and in their environment because they suffered so much and recovered. I've recovered with the Lord. I am recovering. I have a wonderful life in the Lord. It's a miracle life, I have to say. God has saved me so many times. We can recall the times that God, his angels swept us up and prevented us from death. But what about all the other times we don't even know about? God is amazing, and there's nothing that he won't do for his children. And he wants us to come into the fullness of our destiny. So the indecision, and I spoke earlier about that's why it's important to make commitment and keeping commitments with others. I'm not talking about weddings or classes or things like that, but just, if you know that you are comfortable in yourself and with God, and you don't know if you'll be comfortable with certain others just because you just spend time with them and you would rather just be comfortable than not uncomfortable. But I think a lot of that indecision comes from that broken home and the need to be safe and secure. And sometimes it's even a battle to come into who we are. I always said if I wrote a book, it would be called The Battle to Be Me, the struggle to be me. But I've thought of something much more comical since then. Anyway. So important. Let's learn how to balance and make decisions, and life is a learning curve, so we can't know before we know, and we can all say we've made mistakes, but we can say that we're making the best decision we can here and now with the information we have, led by the power of the Holy Spirit, our compass. So God bless you from the city of the great King. Let's learn to balance our lives, our time with ourselves and God, and with other people. Balance is chashuv, important. God bless you.